Oh shit. Hey everybody, how y'all doing? What is up, my beautiful, beautiful family? I am so sorry. I was dealing with crackheads and everything. You know, my usual BS that I have to deal with every night here in security. So, what's up, Pen Sis? What is up? Let me go through the list of everybody that came in. What's up, Nightmare? Hey, Uncle Al. Hey, Wally brother. Hey, Cassie, my big sis. Hey, Joseph brother. Hey, Pen sis. You beautiful, beautiful Skittles explosion. Anyways, what's up, Wally brother? Hey, I wished I was off work, Wally. Oh, I've been missing you, Wally. So, anyways, this is going to be a new, different little stream tonight. A lot of bullshit, a lot of things going on in the world. You know, government coming out saying UFOs, aliens exist, coming back saying that UFOs and aliens are not real, that they're just other country, you know, uh, other country vehicles. You know, there's been more and more cryptids. There's been unknown attacks lately in a lot of national forests in Alaska. Just last week, there was bodies of 3 hikers around Dead Horse, Alaska, that have gigantic sized bite marks taken out of their body. Okay. People are saying that it was a polar bear attack. People are saying that, alpha wolf attack. People are saying that a lot of, animals in Alaska have done this. Interesting theory, though. The humans that were found and everything, they've been out there for, they said, between 2 to 4 days, right? Within 2 to 4 days, in an area like Dead Horse, Alaska, that does not have that much wild edibles or wild animals to feast on, the eyes, the tongue, major organs were not taken out. What's up, Freaky? How you doing? Oh, I understand, Wally. I understand. Yeah, our taxes and everything have went up. Everything is going up. Everything is going up, up, up. Pay is staying the same. Usually when income increases and everything happens and stuff like that, you know, society reflects on that. Prices, everything usually reflects on price increases around your state. But it could be. Hey, C4, how you doing? Yeah, I understand, Freaky. You know, it could be. It could be Uncle Al. When I say Uncle Al, everybody, that's Die Bullfrog, okay? We all know Die Bullfrog by Uncle Al. So, if you're not that type of bug. So, here's the thing, okay? Sorry, my hair's all a mess and everything. Yeah, we'll get into that later. Fights, stuff like that. Anyway, oh, that's good to hear, C4. Lately, there's a lot of anomalies that's happening in the wilderness. A lot of anomalies that are not being recorded per se by government, by police, by park rangers, anything like that. Um, so, cryptid, UFO. Cryptid is a very wide term. It's not just, say, flesh and blood creatures. Cryptids can go into paranormal. Cryptids can go into UFO. Yeah. Cryptids can be just that, cryptids, unknown creatures, right? Happy Easter, everybody. Happy Easter. Cryptids are a creature. How to explain this properly? Cryptids are creatures that have defied evolution. They have either expanded on evolution to suit their certain needs, or they have stopped evolution. They have evolved to a certain point and stayed with that only in their bloodline. But now you're seeing a lot of creatures, a lot of entities, dual breeding. Correct, Uncle Al. Correct. Survival within this gear to fight against said creatures. It can vary. There's a lot of lore, there's a lot of written documents and everything, ranging all the way back to, you know, 800, BC. It has been rewritten and has been quote unquote mastered by a certain monster hunting guild. And what's up, Andy? How you doing, brother? How you doing, my wonderful Gambino? So, you know, and one of our, good friends that's in the chat right now, he's from said location of, England. Okay. England has been known to be a great explorers, sadistic hunters, you know, that love, the Europeans, Englishmen have been known to hunt everything and anything in the world. Correct. What's up, Maria, sis? How you doing? There is a specific group that has been around since the early 1500s in England called the White Lion Society. The White Lion Society was people specialized in hunting cryptids, hunting huge creatures. They have a wide variety of knowledge in hunting creatures all over the world. Well, all over the new world, should I say. Mm, yeah, Wally's making his ends meet with his new job. Yeah. So the White Lion Society is supposedly somewhere in London, and it's disguised as a local hole in the wall pub. The only way you know if it's actually the White Lion Society is they have a true ivory lion carved into the door, and it's inlaid with ivory.
Or had a vehicle come to the gate, have them do a U-turn, everything was clear.
Okay. Anyway, sorry about that. Love you too, Cassie. Sis, I'm so sorry. I was late. I'm sorry, sis. I'm sorry about that, kid, sis. I'm sorry about that. But right, Uncle Al. Right. There. This place is supposedly hold the greatest cryptid hunters ever. There was a documentation, and there was a vampire slaying kit that came around in the early 1800s. Well, not um, in between the 1800s and the early 1900s, when revolvers were that. You know, there was a supposedly a grandchild of a famous vampire hunter. Um, gave his grandchild his whole entire mansion of, well, not really a mansion per se, but a well-to-do. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. I will do that, Freaky. I will show my belly. I promise you. So, but see, yeah, that's one of the problems. So that's one of the problems, Uncle Al, with this society. Yeah, they are constantly moving. They are constantly, you know, going everywhere. Yeah, yeah, like split personalities. Yeah, but but the White Lion Society had a very, very high end member of their guild, and a lot of artifacts from the White Lion Society was in his possession when he passed away, and he gave it to his grandchildren. And one of those has went on eBay. Yes, there is a lot of fake copies of this kit, a lot of fake copies, but one was actually sold, and it was sold for almost, I think it was like $50,000, $60,000, and it was a 1902, I think it was a 1902 snub nose revolver, and it came with a whole entire purification kit. It came with a whole entire hunting guide on killing vampires. The bullets were hollow point with a cross etched into the tip of it, and there was purified holy water that was inside of it that you filled each bullet with. Right, Tim. No, 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 no. That wasn't for the fake. That was for the actual true model. It was like $60,000. You can find plenty of fakes designed after it. It was sold in the early 2000s. This Vampire Hunter kit for $60,000. Then recently, in like, you know, the mid to late 2000s and everything, a lot of these so-called hunting kits and everything were sold on eBay. for around $2,000. You know, with the revolver and all that stuff, about $2,000. And but the thing is with these, nobody knows about the vampire hunting manual that came with it. Yes, Wally. Yeah, fairies, the fae, you know, jinns, uh, you know, anything of the fae world is considered a cryptid. Yes, yes, all the fairies. They are gay. Very, very happily gay, you know. And in this, it was a well documented manual that went missing. Somebody somebody in the States bought the very first vampire hunting kit. And there's been other hunting items that have been lucratively dropped on eBay. Correct, correct, Uncle Al. They were. They were a self-defense kit. They were a. They had multiple different things inside of it that it was a last resort kind of weapon, kind of kit. If you were in a known cryptid location, a known, you know, area. And supposedly these bullets were also dual purpose. Not only was the bullets, you know, encased in silver, it was also made out of a carbon steel, kind of a reinforced carbon steel casing. And the lead was also in the tip of the bullet was also coated in carbon steel. Carbon steel is a not only a very useful item in survival, it's a multi-purpose item. It can be used to spark. What's up, Skies? How you doing, brother? It was sold in a box. It was sold in a actual like coffin-esque box. The reason why it was sold in a coffin box and everything because it was your last resort. Um, but these bullets were very specific, very universal. They could defend against and be used against anything. Because carbon steel can not only disrupt, carbon steel can not only disrupt phase abilities to shift into our world, it can kill a fairy. It can disrupt the manifestation of a ghost. It can stop or halter the manifestation of a demon. Carbon steel is a multi-purpose. That's why we've relied and had carbon steel for so long, is because carbon steel can injure a lot of cryptids. So carbon steel is a multi-purpose item. It can create sparks. It can be continuously sharpened. It can be forged, reforged. It can it can be used for anything. Um, if you see a lot of churches and everything, a lot of churches were encased in carbon steel, um, carbon steel. What the rods? I'm sorry, I've been on going on 18 hours of no sleep. So, what are the rods that rebar? Rebar. That's it. That's the word I'm looking for. A lot of churches were reinforced with carbon steel rebar to protect against entities all throughout Europe and stuff like that. The concrete was also littered with the concrete, the bricks, stuff like that, also had fragments of carbon steel in there, so entities could not phase through the brick and mortar of churches. Because I'm at work, brother, and I need something to keep myself awake. That's why. Correct, Skies. It has silver. It has about 40 different metals inside of it. That's why carbon steel is so useful. Carbon steel, if you are a cryptid hunter or a hunter of the unknown, if you wish to partake in finding out this stuff, right, guys, right. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way there, Pensis. Correct, Uncle Al. Yeah. So carbon steel in your gear set, you need a good 1040 carbon steel knife, completely full tang all the way to the handle. If you can make, if you can get a blacksmith to create you a 1040 carbon steel blade, do it. Also have a good pommel on your knife also that you can use as a blunt weapon. You can also shape it, forge it into another blade if need to on the bottom of your pommel. Carbon steel is one of the things. That's why if you are in the wilderness and everything, you have a carbon steel knife or anything that a carbon steel, your campsite will not be disrupted, will not be hunted in the wilderness because cryptids can smell the shavings on carbon steel. Every time you take or sharpen a carbon steel blade, and make sure you sharpen a carbon steel blade on every point, north, south, east, west, north, south, uh, northwest, northeast, southeast, southwest, where you are located. Those shavings and everything will give a certain amount of protection around your campsite, around the area that you are located at. Um, Another thing is pure untainted leather. Usually use it out of a pig, something that is waterproof, water resistant. Your leather sheath and everything is also a conduit. The leather sheath, if a spirit or psychic type cryptid wishes to attack you, a untainted leather sheath will be the first target for any cryptid that is within smelling distance of you. It has a particular pungent in it, and they will focus on that untainted leather. When it comes to your rucksack, when it comes to your backpack, do not use unnatural materials. Unnatural materials such as ripstop, um, ripstop materials like parachute cordage, stuff like that, parachute silk, because anything unnatural A lot of natural animals do not like it. They do not like the smell of it. They do not like the feel or anything of it. If you wish to use it, just like jacket, this jacket is made out of uh, ripstop nylon. Creatures do not like man-made products. Um, it will protect you from a lot of touching, like ticks, leeches, stuff like that. If ticks touch this, they know that it's not natural. They will fall off. Correct. Use your outer layer as synthetic material on top of leather-esque undergarment, wool, leather. Those materials like wool. Wool itself has too many layers to go through. Most cryptids will not attack or grab wool because wool is resistant to a lot of things other than rain, fire. You know, if wool can resist being burnt up by fire, if wool can still keep 70% of its heating qualities, even if it's soaking wet, that is a great defense against anything. I love you, Pins. I'm glad. Can't be made? I don't know. I don't know, Andy. Maybe. I really, to tell you the truth, brother, I don't know. The Wally. Yeah. Natural wools and everything, even llama, emu, not emu, alpaca, you know, meridian wool, uh, stuff like that. More synthetic wools are being made now. Uh, yeah, more synthetic wools are being made now. A lot of wools, a lot of high class wools is still like 70% wool, 30%, nylon, stuff like that. Yeah, I understand. Oh, I'm sorry, Andy. I'm sorry, brother. Yeah, sage, garlic, stuff like that. You want to add extra layers of protection. A lot of people say that sage blocks demon attacks, paranormal attacks, stuff like that. No, sage is more of a cleansing effect. If the entity is evil per se, sage will give you an extra protection on it. You can infuse with a lot of natural herbs and a lot of natural scents to where it's like a cat bathing in catnip. There's if you infuse wool or fuse your synthetic garments with that smoke, with that, yes, it will give you extra protections. Even if you go through the Christian faith even tells you at night to wash your garments in the blood of a lamb. Wash your garments 2 or 3 times in the blood of innocence. In doing that, it gives you a sense of protection. It gives creatures it gives you a way to evade creatures. Um, but natural animals that rely on the smell of blood for tracking and stuff like that can still track you. Not cryptids. Cryptids are they know the difference between rotting blood or blood that has been washed and stays on there. Probably Andy, it probably is, brother. Yeah, pure salt, Himalayan salt, stuff like that. Yes, they they give a purified boundary around you. They even tell you to wash your blade and clean your blade in pure salt. Pure sea salt, pure Himalayan salt, even gold salt from Africa. Yeah. What the hell is going on? Give me a second. You can probably hear the water running in a bathroom that has nobody in here. Listen, in a bathroom. When I started talking about this, look what's going on. Pure water. And it's like somebody's washing their hands. There's water all over the floor. The water is going on. Because I'm telling you this stuff starts to happen. Maybe. Yeah, this has been going for a while. Yeah, it's tough. That's the thing. A lot of people don't understand. Bullshit things that cryptids, paranormal, and stuff will do to fuck with your psyche. They do things like this to drive you insane, to where it can open up. If you go into an area and you have no fear of it, they can't do anything to you. Most cryptid attacks is psychic. Most cryptic hunting is to wear you down. True. It could be either or. Don't always accept that this is paranormal. Do not always accept that that is something after. What's up, Ryan? How you doing, brother? Cryptids, paranormal, stuff like that want you to manipulate your way of thinking to bastardize reality around you. If you do not allow that mindset to sink into your psyche, you have nothing to fear. Or how can something without form hurt you? What's up, Razor brother? How you doing? I got you, Ryan. I understand, brother. You got a career in this stuff, brother. Me, my stuff doesn't really matter. You know, but I'm glad you're doing good. I know you're tired and everything, brother, but keep at it. Give me a second because this Wi-Fi is going to go off again. How you doing, Razor brother? How you doing? Here's the thing. You have to know the weaknesses of all creatures. You have to know the weaknesses of every. Is everything going to be 100%? Sorry, I'm back. It cryptids, paranormal, supernatural, stuff like this. Just like every single person that's in this chat room is completely different from one another. We all have our own strengths, we all have our own weaknesses, we all have our own special, unique abilities, correct? Put a one in chat if you believe that every single person in here is completely different and not the same. I'm glad to hear that, Razor brother. There we go. So, the majority of us all believe that we're completely different. We all have special abilities. We all have. None of us in here are the same. That's the exact same thing with cryptids. That's the exact same thing with paranormal. That's the exact same thing with the Fae. Just because we classify everything in one category doesn't mean that they are the exact same. You know how many different vampire species and subspecies there is? You know how many different werewolves and subspecies of werewolves there is? You know how many different species and subspecies of Sasquatch we have? It's the same thing with humans. Humans and cryptids, paranormal, we're all different. We all have special and different unique abilities. Just because you can disperse one spirit with carbon steel doesn't mean you can disperse every single one of them with carbon steel. You may need a golden laced hilted silver dagger to disperse this paranormal creature. You may need a reinforced silver engraved carbon steel dagger. Just because carbon steel has some silver in it doesn't mean you don't need a reinforced etched Damascus steel blade to hurt this other creature. There's different abilities, different strengths. You and nobody is going to know every single creature. Correct, Uncle Al, correct. Yeah. We believe knives, we believe swords are weapons to dispatch a creature. We believe guns is an end all be all to disposing of a creature. Correct, Freaky, correct. Yeah, I can understand that, Skies. But not all of us have that ability. You know what I mean? Not all of us have the core faith. Not all of us have innate abilities. A lot of us need tools, need implements to help us survive. When it comes to that, basic, regular humans, even though we have different skills, even though we have different strengths, different weaknesses, stuff like that, we still need gear. Gear is a gear is an up in variety of terms. Yeah. Wallace and Gromit, I love that show. There is multitude of different things. A lot of creatures, yes, they rely on their traditional hunting tactics. Yes. If you learn and study each creature, the majority of them still do traditional basic hunting. Correct. Correct, Uncle Al. A lot of creatures do not stray from their path. In certain aspects, yes, guys, they do. But there is other creatures that were around before the creator per se. Just like in hell. Hell, there was a race of shadow beasts that were in hell before the creator created life, before the creator sent his minions to be punished in hell. These creatures were even written back before the Bible was written, that there is shadow-esque beings of power, manipulation, lust, envy, 7 deadly sins of Catholic faith. They are manifestations of these creatures that we take for granted. I understand, guys. That's why we're brothers. That's why everybody here has their own words. This is not a I say you believe channel. Never has been, never will be. If we all did what one person said, we're sheep. Oh, I know, brother. I know. Here, anybody and everybody has their own different experiences, has their own different walks of life. And on this and in here, we learn from each other. We take information from each other, experiences, and learn, adapt, overcome every situation. Because if we don't learn from each other, we are doomed. No coffee or meat taken. Oh, freaky. Correct, Pid, sis. You know, that can be true, guys. I'm not the person to say yes or no on that, you know. But just like a lot of our knowledge that we have from the past, it was written by man. Everything was written by man. And man is flawed, terribly flawed. Even scientists today don't understand how we have became what we are today. How we have overcome the impossible. And I'll tell you the reason why we have overcame the impossible to still survive and thrive like cockroaches. Humans have a thing called fear. Fear is the ability to overcome any obstacle given to you at any moment. Humans use fear every day to survive. We evolved mentally through fear. We created our first weapons to protect ourselves because of fear. We live in society because of fear. Fear pushes us. Fear controls us. Fear makes us stronger. Fear makes us more, it makes us smarter, you know? Fear, not beer, fear. Not beer, sis. I mean, beer makes us, makes us stronger and see how well, somebody that's drunk enough and everything can get hit straight on with a car and fly out the windshield and make us survive a lot of things. Correct. Fear is taught. Fear is what people in higher power use against us for control. The majority of humans is they're gonna go do my own thing. Correct, guys. Same thing with spelling words. Spells are created by vocalization. Spell teachings is taught through words. People get manipulated by the way of knowledge. When you break the cycle, when you think outside of teachings, it's called heresy. Heresy is a way of controlling. Heresy is a way of condemning people. That's why a lot of people correct, guys. The pen is mightier than the sword. Take care, Uncle Al. You be careful out there. Thanks for coming in. Beer did save us, yes. When beer came out, beer was healthier to drink than water. From the acceptance and understanding of hops, the accepting of alchemy to create beer. It was was considered the elixir of life because more people were drinking out of rotting, decaying, disgusting water, and beer was boiled, cleaned, given flavor, added honey to it because honey is a longevity item. Yeah, wine was too. Yeah. 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 The sticks and stones thing. That was a nod to what a lot of religious mindset did to people. They would beat you. They would stone you to death if you did things. It even happens today. Stoning. Yes. Mead. Oh my God. There we go. Mead is the very first honey beer that monks created. You're good, Kansas. Like I said, yeah. Alchemy. Alchemy is not bad. Alchemy is can be used for bad. Alchemy alchemy is a very, very useful and broken system. You're taking one thing and turning it into another. You're taking that and adding it with another compound to create other compounds. We consider alchemy now biomechanics, or if you want, you can consider it chemistry today. All we had to do was change the name. Sorry, give me a second. All we have to do to bypass mindsets is change the name but keep the same basics. And then we can turn it into science, not magic. The same thing with learning how to same thing with learning how to manipulate the bioessence of humans. You can take natural herbs, herbalists can manipulate the mindset, the biochemistry, everything with simple herbs from the forest. What's the difference between a botanist, a herbalist, and a biochemist? Nothing. The only difference between them is the name. That is it. You look at modern day science is the exact same science that we used thousands of years ago, just with a different name and what you can and cannot do. We manipulate, we use, we abuse the word system. Right. Everything. Everything. We wish to gear. Gear is the same thing. Monster hunting gear are tools. We're not out to eradicate cryptids. We are not out here to eradicate anything. But we do need protection against the unknown. Correct, Razor. Correct. Uh, we missed you too, Wally brother. We've missed you too. Yeah, it was. It was Pins. It was all over here in Texas. Love you too, Wally brother. The you know we we of humans do not, we really don't fear the outside anymore. We don't fear what could be lurking next door. We don't fear untalked circumstances. Sorry, I got a banana here. Anyways, all this talking about cryptids and all this stuff's making me hungry. Go ahead, Andy. I love you too, brother. You take care of yourself, all right? You know what? Hey, I have a question. Andy, do y'all, before you leave, Andy, do y'all want a live stream open panel tomorrow? Hey, Misty, how you doing, sis? Would y'all want a live open panel family get together? You know, off the wall free discussions. I don't know, Freaky. I don't know. I have to look at my schedule and everything tomorrow. See, 'cause I'm supposed to be off tomorrow. So maybe 5 o'clock Sunday. Yeah, that's understandable too, Skies. Freaky, I don't care if you are a one-eyed cyclops half chupacabra. You're free on my live stream anytime, brother. Me and you have known each other for, yeah, probably 5. Yeah, no, I'm Central. I'm Central Standard Time, Andy. Yep. You know, we can go into this, and I can actually use my computer instead of being on my damn phone, and actually bring up stuff on the live stream. You know, we have to understand what needs to be protected. We need to understand and help Cheers, brother. You take care of yourself, all right, Andy? I don't know. I don't know. Tomorrow will be whatever, Misty. How you doing, girl? Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-hmm. Anyways, yeah. Open free for all. Questions. What if scenarios? Anything. Anything that we want to talk about tomorrow, we will do. I'm glad to hear that, Misty sis. I'm glad to hear that. Gigi's doing something tomorrow. Well, it'll be after Gigi, you know. Right, guys. Ham dinner. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds really damn good, Wally. No, freaky, no, never. I would never do that. I would never do that, freaky. Yeah, you know, when they say wooden stakes, I laugh about that. You know, because that's always been a mainstream cryptid killer, right? But nobody ever talks about what materials you need for stakes. You either need eastern oak, you need dried birch, you need white oak, and you need poplar. Those are the true stakes. For some reason, they never even say why you need those specific trees to make a stake to hinder a cryptid in net. In net. Sounds good, Misty sis. Sounds good. Yeah. Oh, I know you have Razor. Yeah, you can do it. Ash ash trees are they're kind of a up and like impromptu stake. They don't really hurt a cryptid. Ash is more of a mystical root that sucks out the powers of cryptids. And even, that's more of Ash is more for like vampires, creatures of the undead, demonic spirits, stuff like that. Ash is kind of a null rod for powers, not against other types of cryptids. Right, freaky. Yep, yep. You can do that. You can also burn. You can also burn animal like herbivore dung. You can put herbivore dung that's dried out, like cow patty, stuff like that. You can set that on fire or leave it to smolder in your campfire, and it would also keep away insects. Yeah, yeah, pretty much freaky. Yeah, it can. It's just like the Irish walking stick. Crap. What is it? It's made from the root of a specific bush. It's an Irish walking stick. It's got a huge knot on the top of it for a handle. Trying to. Sorry, you're no Merlin expert, Razor. What good are you then, brother? Oh yeah, I love honeysuckle. I love honeysuckles, Misty. Yeah, I'm the same way, Freaky. You know, that's the reason why we have to be a family. We we can accept each other no matter where we come from, no matter what different areas or mindsets that we are, because we can always learn something from another member of the family. Yes, Blackthorn, thank you, C4, thank you. But Blackthorn is such a good walking stick and also a defense weapon. And it's not just against humans. Blackthorn is known to ward off the Fae also. Yeah, Hawthorn is good too. Even, hickory, stuff like that. We were primitive at one point. We had to learn and understand to make good weapons out of basic materials. Yeah, MSD, yeah. You like to eat hickory sticks? Thank you, C4, yeah. But the thing is we need to learn from each other. We don't need to hate each other anymore. We need to stop with this hate. If we are all going to be in the same group, we need to stop this. We need to understand. We need to learn. We need to share with each other. And do not ever be afraid of saying what's on your mind in my channel. Correct, Razor. It's not. I know. All of our history and everything has been manipulated. It has been hidden. That's why we all need to come together to understand and have the truth out. This is what I'm saying. Because if we only believe one certain way, if we only hold one certain way, all of our history, the truth in our history, will be lost. It will be forgotten. We need to stop. Razor. That's one of the things, Freaky. We don't know what's right. We don't know what's true. We don't know. We don't know anything because people, humans, like to lie, like to hide, like to control our mindset. You're all good, Misty sis. You're all good. Don't even worry about it. If you can say whatever you want to in this chat, girl. You know that. Nice. Nice, Wally. Yeah, right. Right, Freaky. Yeah. You know, the things about humans, we are all searching for power. We are all searching for something. There's people that want to have knowledge to help. There's people that want to have knowledge to rule. There's people that want to have knowledge for self-preservation. We as a society, you got my vote, Misty sis. You know I got your back all the time. I'm glad to hear that, Wally. I'm glad to hear Studio One's good. But we will continue on about this. We will continue on. I may start doing live streams on my off days with reports, with research that I have done in the 20 years that I've been hunting cryptids. It's actually been 20 plus years now. It's going on. Started when I was 16. No, almost 20 years. Just almost 20 years. Yeah, I started when I was 16. 26, 36. Oh, wow, shit. I'm going to be 40. Oh, God. So, like 24 years I've been doing this. I've been doing research. I've been learning, tracking, hunting creatures. We will start doing this on my off days when I have a chance, okay? I will teach y'all what I've learned over my 20 plus years. I will show y'all in depth what I've carried with me. I will teach y'all. I will give y'all all my information because one day I'm not going to be here. And it's the truth. You know, I may die tomorrow. And it goes for anybody. But I don't want my knowledge and my experiences and everything to go to waste. I don't won't. If somebody wants to follow in my path, I do want to give y'all the information. I want to let y'all know all this. Yeah. I want to give y'all the knowledge that I know. All right. So I will set up. I've been working on my little studio and everything, my little man cave thing, and that's gonna have to stop. It's not gonna have to stop. It's just I've been taking a break from because I've been working so much. But one day I'm gonna have hopefully a badass little computer system like Wally does. But I have a laptop right now, and I can at least give y'all information. I can show y'all everything. All right. Hey Tommy, how you doing, brother? But yeah, I'll do it. Let me whenever next time you go live and everything, let let him know. Let him know. I'll decipher his messages for him. All right, sis. Right, right. Yeah. But that 5 hours, that 5 hours can kill you though, Wally. I understand, brother. It's so hard to work God knows what hours and have an actual schedule to keep up with. But I love y'all family. I'll set up a live stream. No, yeah, correct, freaky, correct. All right, I'm gonna head and get off here because I've got an hour lunch that I need to take, and yeah, yeah, she does. She has a messenger, and he likes using candle fire as his Morse code. Yeah, and I won't be at this freaking concrete death hole that I'm at. But I love you, family. Tomorrow I will do the live stream. I'll set it up and everything. And it'll be a free for all live stream. Anybody and everybody can come up. I love you. I love you all, family. All my brothers and sisters, I love y'all. Take care of yourselves, all right? We'll talk tomorrow. I love y'all. Bye. Give me a second. I love y'all. Bye.